Hi, my name is Joey Klaus. For my midterm project, I'm doing Chapter 11, which is Strategic Cost Management. Strategic cost management is the use of cost data to develop and identify superior strategies that will produce a sustainable competitive advantage. Managers use these strategies to increase customer value and achieve a competitive advantage. They use cost leadership, differentiation strategy, and focusing strategy. The objective of strategic cost management is to reduce costs while simultaneously strengthening the chosen strategic position. Industrial value chain is the linked set of value-creating activities from basic raw materials to the disposal of the finished product by end-use customers. Regardless of its position on the value chain, to create and sustain a competitive advantage, a firm must understand the entire value chain and not just the portion in which it operates. Internal linkages are relationships among activities that are performed within a firm's portion of the value chain, but external linkages describe the relationship of a firm's value chain activities that are performed with its suppliers and customers. The two types of external linkages are supplier linkages and customer linkages. Organizational activities and cost drivers are included by structural activities, which are activities that determine the underlying economic structure of the organization, and executional activities, which are activities that define the processes and capabilities of an organization, and thus are directly related to the ability of an organization to execute successfully. Organizational drivers are factors that affect an organization's long-term cost structure. Operational activities are day-to-day activities performed as a result of the structure and processes selected by the organization. An example of operational cost drivers are numbers of parts, numbers of moves, numbers of products, numbers of customer orders. The operational activities and drivers are the focus of activity-based accounting. Value chain analysis is identifying and exploiting internal and external linkages with the objective of strengthening a firm's strategic position. Exploiting internal linkages means that relationships between activities are assessed and used to reduce costs and increase value. On the other hand, exploiting external linkages means managing these linkages so that both the company and the external parties receive an increase in benefits. Activity-based supplier costing is when you trace costs associated with quality, reliability, and late deliveries to individual suppliers and add these costs to the direct purchase costs. Activity-based customer costing is assigning the costs of customer-caused activities to individual customers or customer types. Life cycle cost management is a related approach to strategic cost management, and it builds a conceptual framework that facilitates management's ability to exploit internal and external linkages. Two viewpoints the producer of goods or services has concerning product lifestyle are marketing viewpoint and the production viewpoint. Marketing viewpoint describes the general sales pattern of a product as it passes through distinct life cycle stages. The production viewpoint of the product life cycle defines stages of the life cycle by changes in the type of activities performed. The consumable life cycle viewpoint emphasizes product performance for a given price. Life cycle cost management consists of actions taken that cause a product to be designed, developed, produced, marketed, distributed, operated, maintained, serviced, and disposed of so that life cycle profits are maximized. ABC produces better and more detailed information for cost reduction decisions concerning process and product designs by recognizing that manufacturing, logistical, and post-purchase activities are not independent. The target cost is the difference between the sales price needed to capture a predetermined market share and the desired per unit profit. The principal challenge of target costing is finding the cost reduction. Three methods are typically used: reverse engineering, value analysis, and process improvement. Target cost equals sales price subtracted from required profit per unit. Just-in-time manufacturing and purchasing offer a prominent example of how managers can use the strategic concepts discussed earlier to bring about significant changes within an organization. Firms that implement just-in-time manufacturing are pursuing a cost reduction strategy by redefining the structural and procedural activities performed within an organization. The objective of just-in-time manufacturing is to eliminate waste by producing a product only when it's needed and only in the quantities demanded by customers. The organization changes made by switching to JIT system simplify the cost management accounting system and simultaneously increase the accuracy of the cost being produced. Lastly, backflush costing is a simplified approach for cost flow accounting that uses trigger points to determine when manufacturing costs are assigned to key inventory and temporary accounts.